How's everybody doing? How we feeling on a Taco Tuesday post Cowboys win? Come on, man. It don't get much better than that. How we doing? How's everybody like what everybody's talking? Everybody talking that smack. I just can't believe it. But first things first, you know what I said about me not wanting to see any injuries? I don't want to see anybody get hurt for the year. I want my opponents to be fully healthy. I want to be judged on that. What up, Lord Nova? Sports Junkie. What up? I don't like injuries like that, especially Achilles injuries. Not good. A guy like Aaron, I don't think that he's going to want to go out like that. Um, that's right. So over it. Let's go. Um, but that's a tough one to come back from, man. He'll be back. I know Aaron will come back. He ain't going out like that. Maybe next year is his last year. He'd be a comeback. He'd give it one last ride. But what's up, Jay Smooth? Hate to see it. I hate to see the injuries. Um, I was at the game uh, Sunday night, and there was a guy sitting a half, maybe 6 or 7 seats. I was on the end, which was made it hard for me to stream the noise because I was under the overhang. There were speakers there, but more importantly, I was on the end, so I kept having to get up to let people out. Giants fans did not really want to watch the game from halftime on. They kept going to the bar and you know. But there was a guy in the middle. He was so upset. He's like, he literally yelled, "Come on, Dak, tear that ACL." So, you know, that wasn't nice. Yeah, Linda, it's not good. I don't like to see it. I didn't like it, Sports Junkie. I'm on record as saying I don't like when Jalen Hurts does it. What up, Logan? I didn't like it. Dak is a little, like a lot lighter than when he first came in the league. I don't like him lowering his shoulder, man. He don't need to be taking them kind of hits. Playoff game, yeah, I get it. Let's go. Look, we need to get that first down. Remember, like in the Seattle playoff game? Remember Dak went and got that first down near the goal line? He ended up scoring. Um, I don't mind it there. Just like I don't like Jalen Hurts. Brian, you're right. Jalen Hurts should limit the run. Yeah, Logan, I was just getting ready to say, I don't like Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying if he gets flushed out and escapes. I'm not saying that. Yes, that's when he flipped. Yep, you got it, Sports Junkie. So, you know, it is what it is. People are like attacking the Cowboy fans for what happened to Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to tell you right now, if our defense played anywhere close to the way it played on Sunday, Aaron Rodgers wasn't beating us. But I know that's not fair to say. I'm just telling you my opinion. I was right about the Eagles getting a win. Who cares how ugly it is? But what I will say is, I'm hearing a narrative about Dak Prescott regarding his numbers on Sunday night. Listen, there were 5 drops right there. There were 5 drops. And there was a touchdown right there that was dropped. If they just catch those 5, not the ones that Dak overthrew because of a wet ball, I'm talking about the balls that are in the tight end's hand and a couple of the receivers. They led the league in drops. I posted a post on a Twitter, whatever, Twitter X. If they make those catches, he's got a 70% completion percentage and a touchdown in a driving range. So now that's how close it is. I don't care how Jalen Hurts won in a driving range. He got the job done. I'm just telling you, as a Cowboy fan, he needs to be careful. I called that, without Brian SoCal, I called that in training camp when they were drawing up plays for Jalen to run. I don't think it's smart. Lord Brunson, I don't agree with him hardly ever, but he said the one thing that I agree with. Um, Jalen Hurts is really good from the pocket. I can't argue him. I'm not here to shit on Jalen Hurts. I'm going to keep it real. Whether Lord Brunson or anybody else wants to keep it real, that's on you. You want to be a homer? Be a friggin' homer. I'm telling you that Jalen Hurts in the pocket is fine. I'm also telling you that if Dallas defense gets after Jalen Hurts, he's in trouble. Just like any other quarterback. Just like if Dallas defense was going after Dak Prescott, Dak going to be in trouble. So, I'm not trying to get on a tirade here, but I already told everybody Dallas's defense, as it currently stands going into the season, is going to be unbelievable. Let's hope, let's knock on wood that we don't suffer any injuries. You know how it goes, people. A couple injuries, all of a sudden it's like, is he really that good? It's a team game, people. Team freaking game. But, so I got that off my chest. Now let's talk about last night's game. Aaron Rodgers, he played 4 plays. I hate to see it. That ass was beat anyway, but that's severely... what was that stat? I know he was unbelievable, Sports Junkie. I know that right side was locked down. Edoga, I'm not a fan of, but as you guys see, that new offense, at times you could get away with a below average offensive lineman. More so a guard. Believe it or not, this is a weird stat. I didn't know that Dak led the league in getting rid of the ball last year. Now he's faster this year, and after week 1, he got rid of the ball the fastest. So that's how you get around not having the best offensive line. Now, I don't know what you guys think about Tyler Smith. 1,200 plus snaps, 1 set. Oh, yeah, he's got more holding penalties. I mean, he's got more, what is it? He's got more penalties than sacks given up. Like 5 or something. But what do you guys think of Josh Allen last night? If that was Dak Prescott, what do you think would have been said? Jets going to ask the Cowboys for Trey Lance. I don't think so yet, but who knows? Hey, game time. Josh Allen gave the game away before. Hey, I'm glad we're on the same page, Jay Smooth. What do you think about Josh Allen? Now, listen, I'm not going to say last night, but you're coming into after year 1, I love Josh Allen. But he has not progressed. He's lost playoff games. Last year was bad. He's missing wide open guys. He's making wrong reads. He's fumbling the ball, not reading coverage properly. And yet he's the cover of Madden, and he's this and he's that. I just don't like the double standard. Okay? The Jets defense is for real, for real. Okay? I would say the Jets and the Cowboys, followed by the Eagles, not too far behind, but I think the Eagles are, in my opinion, they need to get 100% healthy. They didn't look that great. What up, Willie Vassar? What'd you think of the game, buddy? They're going to talk about the Cowboys for rating, win or lose. Yeah, I know, Sports Junkie, and we're used to that, right? But here's going to be the next narrative, okay? We're going to go on a run here. We're probably going to be 4-0 going into the Niners. I'm not going to predict that. The Niners looked real good. So, if we're 4-0, I'll be ecstatic. But that being said, the narrative, you know what's coming. You know what it's coming. It's going to be, yeah, but even if we beat the Eagles, it'll be, yeah, but what have you done in the playoffs? It's basically us, really, Carson Wentz, Lord have mercy. It's us against the field, okay? You got the field who hates the Cowboys, right? So they're going to say Dallas sucks, they choke in the playoffs, they can't win. So they have the field. They are just sitting back, waiting for us to lose a playoff game and say, I told you Dak sucks. I did. And I get it. It's about playoff wins. But you can't get to the playoffs without playing a certain kind of football. So I just get tired of it. Let's see. Let me go back and read it. Have they really contacted Wentz? Stephen A. Smith said Carson Wentz going to the Jets. Kind of sad. I wanted our D to hit Rodgers, but if that's all it took, he's lucky he out. Brian SoCal, we were beating him anyway, but I'm curious, and I'm still curious to see how Dak's going to do against that defense. That defense is no joke. Dak would have been crucified. Exactly. You know that, and I know that. Stephen A. suggested that this morning. The talking heads already saying we need to see Dak play. Stephen A. leading the train. The field hated my Eagles, not the Cowboys. I don't know. I didn't hear too much bad about it, man. They got to win, Logan. How was work anyway? Was that your first day at work? Yeah, game time. They are waiting. Wentz, that means they are really desperate. I don't think they're going after Wentz. I heard Colin Kaepernick reached out to the Jets. Sports Junkie, let me ask you this. Even when Colin Kaepernick was in his prime, he wasn't great. I mean, when he went, what's up, Coyote? When he had that Super Bowl run, he was pretty good. Yeah, he was. Remember him against Joe Flacco eating the mighty wings on McDonald's? Yeah. Really, Cowboys Mafia? That's crazy. Now, Trey Lance isn't going anywhere, but if somebody offers you a second-round pick, you give up the second-round pick. It did, Brian SoCal, and I was just saying that. I don't think now's the time, but maybe next year? I think, we're going to see Trey Lance at some point. Prescott's going to play better than Buffalo quarterback Friday. I guarantee he's going to play. He's good game. Darlene Mosher didn't have no preseason game. Oh, yeah, that's another one, Darlene. And I'll get to Linda next. Let me see. How do we look with no preseason? Now, I was at the game. First half wasn't horrible. Second half was a driving rain. It was bad. That stadium was rocking at the beginning. That national anthem was as good as I've seen. With Queen Latifah singing it, I had chills. And that stadium was rocking. When the Giants came out of the tunnel, Giants were driving. I looked at the people in my section. There was a bunch of Cowboy fans, a bunch of Giants fans, probably 50-50. And I said, this is getting blocked. I didn't call who was going to block it. My son was friggin' amazed after. Obviously, I guessed. It was a gut feeling. I did not know that they were going to return it for 6. But that place was rocking. For us to do that and to hold it down like that is not easy. Dallas fans got to realize that Jerry Jones is a perpetrator of the stories. Both sides keep it talked about. Yeah, Jerry doesn't mind it, Linda. Jerry does not mind anything. He thinks bad publicity is better than no publicity. Yes, my second week at work, I watched some part of the game because they have 4 TVs, so I was watching the game. Yeah, it wasn't that great of a game, but you got the dub, man. That's all that matters. What's up, Prime Time? You working from the studio, or you at work? Hello, and good afternoon game time. JoJo, look at you. JoJo's live. Don't forget, Saturday night, the preview show, Primetime Phil. Hey, game time. I don't see Zach Wilson scoring TD on Dallas defense. We're going to give up a touchdown. I love me some Breeze Hall. Cool, Phil. I love me some Breeze Hall. I wonder if we're really going to keep up that attitude. I would think we were. Did you guys see Micah Parsons on his podcast? If you get a chance, they have it up on Bleacher Report, like about a 3-minute clip of his podcast. Dude had me a little, if I was another team, I would be scared. He's putting everybody on notice that we're coming. That was pretty impressive to me. People are going to look, people who don't know the game, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to say that, we're going to look out and say, Micah Parsons only had 1 sack. So he's way behind TJ Watt and this guy. Just watch the game, people. They're double teaming him, and Micah is creating for other people. he gets pressures almost every snap. A pressure sometimes is better than a sack. Do you know why? Because a pressure will lead to a turnover, whereas a sack usually doesn't. Thomas with the block, and managed to land a big block on the return. Coyote, I was so happy for Igbenogany. He's already done more than a Boss Man Fat's ever done. And you saw his speed. Very happy for that kid. Eagles probably win a blowout win over the Vikings. Dallas might win over the Jets. I don't know that it'll be a blowout, Logan, but you know Kirk Cousins hasn't won a primetime game yet. He literally hasn't won one. So I know the Dallas line was 3.5, 4 before the Rodgers injury. Now it's 9.5, 10. So I expect Dallas to win. DQ's Alpha Dogs have arrived. Dirty Sanchez, it is swarming. Lady Libra, Tommy Montoya, what up? Drusilla, Zach is still wet behind the ear. He will get ate up with that big D. But yeah, it's funny. I met his family. Me and Mark, we were waiting to get in the Hall of Fame game, and his family rolled up and they got out. I don't know if it was Uber or something. It wasn't a limo. His mother, his father, his sister, or a couple of his siblings. I was standing right by his mother. We said hello. Nice people. I have nothing against Zach. I think the Cowboys have a really good chance to really stop Hurts when our defense can really move. They can get better. Darlene, it's only one game, so I'm not going to say I told you so, because this is how the league works. We're going to rattle off some wins, and then all of a sudden something's going to come out, and we're going to have to adjust, just like any other team. You have to make adjustments throughout the year. They're going to take some things away. They're going to counter. But for now, Mike is very hungry. Very, very hungry. Yeah, Logan, that was impressive to say the least, man. Jalen Carter looked real good, though. I will give you that. I mean, I would say Dallas and Eagles both went into a relatively same type of game experience. Dallas went into a primetime game against a divisional foe who's coming off a playoff win. You can say whatever you want about the Giants. They went into Minnesota that you're playing on Thursday and beat their ass. That place was pumped, Logan, I'm telling you. That place was loud, and they were moving the ball the first drive. I looked at my son, I said, and me and Primetime talked about this on Saturday night. Last night. Sorry, Monday night. We talked about the scripted plays. Giants came out and moved the ball right down the field. Until, I guess, Dallas made a couple plays on defense and got their act together. It's hard to stop scripted plays. It really is, because they work on them ad nauseum all week. So they're scripted. Normally the quarterback's not even reading the field. It's bing bang, bing bang. So Giants coaching is very suspect after the game. Let someone come at your home and crap on your kitchen table. Game time, you really need to watch Micah's entire podcast. Bleacher Report has... Okay. Yeah, I will. I watched a lot of it. I just happened to see it this morning. I get my one half-hour lunch, which is right now, and I get 2 10-minute breaks. They're using Turpin better now. The only thing I would say is, and I'm not saying that game with the way the weather was, everybody's crapping on Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn... We had our second-team offensive line in going against the Giants' starting defense. Of course we weren't going to run the ball. I wish, I don't know, man. I don't mind Turpin. I like more him in the receiver. The core, I'd rather use Deuce Vaughn. Listen, you're going to see all different types of stuff. Beating Giants by 40, new Eagles. Hey, Hamid. I know you're an Eagle fan, but I'm going to tell you this. The last time Dallas won like that, the last time Dallas won a Super Bowl in '95, they opened the year in New York against the Giants, and they won 35-0. They opened last Super Bowl win that we had a long time ago. They opened in New York and beat them 35-0. It was in New York. One of my coworker is a Cowboy fan. I'm sure you hate it, Logan. Jets have better defense. Logan, send them to the channel. I'm. You might be right, Linda. I'm not positive. What's up, Mike? How'd you enjoy the game, man? Don't jinx Dak. Listen, I'm not. Listen, nobody's seen anything of our offense. We didn't need our offense. In that weather, it was a very scaled down version of what we're going to see. You didn't see our offense. You saw very, very little of our offense. And everybody's complaining about the Brandon Cooks penalty. You can't do that to the receiver. You can't. You just can't. It's an easy 100 out of 100 times like they're going to call that penalty. All the Giants fans were freaking out. Uncatchable, uncatchable. Come on now. Come on now. So, but yeah, I don't know about you, Logan and Linda. I don't like the Thursday night game. It sucks. I like my team playing on Sunday night. I like my, I saw Zeke. He didn't look great. I like my team playing on Sunday. I hate it because your team plays Thursday and then you got to wait a long time. You got soaked. Yeah, I was under the one end zone. It was section 126, row 41. I was under the overhang. That game was a trap for the Eagles. I got soaked. It was a trap for the Eagles. What game's that, Logan? Linda. What game? What, the Minnesota Viking game? Yeah, I don't like Vikings. Yeah. You're going to kill the Vikings as usual. 2-0. I expect you to win. I don't know about the whole killing. I don't think you can kill anybody right now. You're pretty banged up after 1 week. I mean, I would say the Cowboys probably still won't have Jordan Lewis, Tyler Smith. I don't know. We're still without a couple. We don't have our whole offensive line in there yet. So I'd like to be. We're gonna need him, but if he's not 100%, I don't want him playing. Yeah, get yourself 100%. Arizona, we're not losing to Arizona. Cowboys played so good, we gave Cooper playing time. Yeah, Drusilla, literally the whole fourth quarter was backups. Yeah, it's some years are better than others, Linda, with the injuries. Last year was not good for the Cowboys. We went into the playoffs with a lot of our players, but we were missing a lot of people. But oh, do you? I definitely want to get to Arizona. I've never been to Arizona. When I get my RV eventually, and I hit the road, I want to go out west to check out some games out there. But I would say that looking at our schedule, yeah, it is hot, very hot. I gotta give it a sports junkie. I gotta give the Cardinals some credit. They played up. They played pretty good. What up, Mike? I was actually impressed how they played. It's not going to be as a walk in the park, but the Commanders are flexing like they did something special. Eagles should beat the Vikings, but you never know. Arcade, the Dallas Cowboys defense. Philadelphia's not better than the Dallas Cowboys defense. We got the best defense. Darlene, right now, you know how that could work. Jason Peters is still finding work. He's been done since Yeah, he's looking at Seattle. Stupid me. I expected Seattle to come out strong, and Seattle did not come out strong. At home, they got smoked. Shout out to the Rams. I've been crapping on the Rams all offseason, and that was pretty. Yeah, I think they're going to win. The only thing that leads me to believe it's going to be a close game is Minnesota's coming off a loss, right? My uncle played 7 years with the Cowboys, so my whole family's Cowboy fan. You know, we live in Arizona. Please tell me who it was, Sports Junkie. My neighbor growing up, Victor, his uncle was Timmy Newsom. So, anybody remembers Timmy Newsom? Okay, all right. Hey, man. Once a cowboy, always a cowboy. They're always coming off a loss. So I think it'll be a closer game. So you better be ready. After the first 8 games played, then you will know a lot more about your team for sure. Yeah, and Linda, you could be rolling and suffer a catastrophic injury, and it all goes out the window. So yeah, you get a good idea. Jets defense is good, but Cowboys defense is elite. Plus Niners got a better defense than the Jets. What are you smoking, bro? I would say this. I'm gonna take it a 1-game thing. Mark had said on our live last night, it's only 1 game. Slow down. Listen, Mark. We only get 17 of these. We're gonna enjoy it for a few days. 40-0 don't happen every day. Most of the people thought that the Giants were gonna win the game, as far as the mainstream media. People who really knew it would be. I thought it'd be closer, but I also thought Dallas would win. Did not see that coming. Didn't think our offense looked great. Didn't need to be great. Blade Brown. Hey, man. I respect you for that. I played against Eric Williams, the ex-Cowboys plays a senior. I was a freshman. Hell of a player. Eric Williams, I'm very familiar. He grew up outside of Philly. I think we win a division this year with a bye. Game and crowd was insane when the game first started. Mike, that's what I was trying to tell them. They're all trying to say that the Giants weren't ready. Dude, that place was hype. The national anthem was second to none. When the Giants players came out of the tunnel, it was a steamroller. They came out with the scripted plays. We're rolling down the field right up until the point where we blocked the field goal. My man from Miami, Igbenogany, returned it for a 6. Once it got to 16-0, it was a wrap. I told my son, I said, yo, they're going to put a hurting on Danny Dimes. I don't think Giants are that bad. But looking at their schedule, they're in deep dookie. Our defense is so deep right now, we can survive some injuries. I worry about the offensive line. Yeah, I agree, Coyote. I was trying to tell people, but when you're not a Cowboy fan, you don't want to hear somebody say how great your defense is. Tommy and Montoya, relax. I want to say, man, here we go. See what I tell you? We're going to hear about playoffs. We could go 15-0. We're going to, you got to give them credit for their game, Hamid. That's all we're talking about. I said all week we're going to mollywop the Giants. I even did a video about it, really. I'll have to check that out, man. I'll put your link down in the comments. I'll check it out. But yeah, man, I'm excited about. I'm not really excited about this week now. I don't know how to feel. I made a video about a pizzle. It was a short, and he got a little upset. He's like, "Don't poke the bear." I'm like, "Dude, you made a couple of videos about me, trashing me. Come on, man." I told him, I said, he ain't no 60-minute man. 60 minutes, pizzle. we've seen this story before. Hamid, okay, bro. We'll see DC for life. Cowboys. Listen, this is what makes it fun, though, right? Eagles won, Dallas won, left hand up. Commanders won. We can say whatever we want. They have the same record as us. This is what makes it fun. So, hell of a start to the year. A win's a win. However you look at it, if we crap the bed this week and Eagles eke out another win, then you're sitting ahead of us. I can't say nothing. So, but that's it. My half hour is up. Um, I may try and I don't know. You might see me again later. We'll see. I might go home to a video, but keep a lookout. Everybody have a good day. All right. Peace.